over it. So like pretty aggressive down move. I don't know if we get will like if we still get it, but if we do get like some sort of short squeeze, then I think this level still holds pretty well. We have like a naked point of control here from the previous day, and that's also like a supply zone now here as well. Also, if I make this anchored VWAP, um, hold on, this one. If I make it like this, like it still lines up with it, right? I was planning to take the setup before we got to these lows here, these poor lows, but obviously that's been taken now. But my target still hasn't hit, which would be this. So I still think the setup is valid, and it lines up now with like the point 0.5 fib, my entry. So before it would be the 382. But you know, if it goes back up, that would be like a point 0.5 retest from the high here. So yeah, I'm waiting for that short on Bitcoin. I'm short from 78.5. That's a really good entry. 78.5. Yeah, that's a really good entry. I was um I was expecting a better sweep of these highs here, but I mean, I guess that's all we're gonna do for now. Um, if the daily candle closes like this, then there's a higher chance we've topped out. If the daily, I mean, we could still put in a new high, but just I don't know. I would feel less confident after that, so I'd probably be, I would definitely be more like way more aggressive with shorts if we lose like 74, 75. We could see some fuckery around here for sure if we get there. So that was like an area I was planning for a long here would be this H4 EMA 200. Maybe we get it during FOMC, I don't know. But yeah, we do have FOMC tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. Like, I don't think rate cuts will. I don't think there'll be a rate hike or a rate cut. So I'm not expecting much from that. But like, yeah, I'm like my high time frame buys are still bearish. Nothing's changed from that. Mid time frame is currently like I'm bearish right now, mid time frame and lower time frame as well. So you know, this pump didn't really change anything, man. Like I was saying already, like I didn't think the bottom was in, and I saw some people were saying like 100K targets, like all this shit. Like, nah, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Um, could 83K still happen? Like maybe if we go for that anchored VWAP, which I don't have on the chart right now, but there is an anchored VWAP from like all time high, which like lines up with this golden pocket here. So I don't think we personally like if we do get it, then that's the easiest swing short. But if we don't, then that's fine. Um, so same with Ethereum, like it's the same setup as Bitcoin, but the only thing is Ethereum. I was planning to take this one, like I was planning to get an entry again this morning, but um, this was a setup I sent in my channel yesterday, but I didn't make it official. So I'm not gonna count this one, and I still would maybe take it. Yeah, I probably still would. I'm gonna take it if it comes back. I would still, you know, my TP unless it hits my TP1, which was gonna be this low here, 2250. So if ETH hits this low before hitting like the entry again, then I'm not gonna take this setup. But yeah, this is still valid, and the full TP would be the equal lows we have here, because like you know this is like I think like pretty strong liquidity target. So yeah, we're approaching H4 200 EMA here as well, so I would expect something like this. Actually no, wait. If we sweep this low, I wouldn't be as confident taking the setup anymore, but we'll see. I would be fine if we go like this and then go lower. So it really just depends whether we go higher first from here or we just take a nosedive down. But like on Sol, like I couldn't really find a re-entry on this one because this one has been so weak, but it's almost at like, so my target was initially going to be the VAL here, but I think we could see like a pretty, I think we could bounce from here or like at least chop around here, so I probably will TP somewhere in this box here. um Even though like I expect lower for Bitcoin, it's just like Solana has been like so like, it's been very weak, but it's also very slow moving. Like for example, today, like the grind down on Bitcoin was like pretty much like this, whereas Solana's just been not as like strong of a move down. So it's not strong, but it's just like no one's. I just feel like no one's holding this shit anymore. So not many people are along this, and it wouldn't just. I'm not gonna like risk round tripping all this profit for just an extra like risk to reward, extra 1R, for down here. So if I see like any low time frame bullish signals, I'm probably gonna cut that. But like for a re-entry, if Bitcoin wants to scamp on higher, then probably somewhere around here, I would look to also open another short. But it depends on the price action we get, right? So yeah, I'll post this like the cleaner setups I do have right now. Hold on, let me make this. I'll move this to the side because it makes a little bit more sense. This setup is still valid, and of course, like if we get if we get like another big move up on Bitcoin, then I'll probably end up seeing if Sol can make a new high, which I don't know if it will, but this level here makes sense for me to open a swing short with like stops at like 2.8. You could even do like tight stops, right? But I mean, it really depends. I'll probably try look for a separate short here, based on structure, but like this limit here would just be like one of those trades where you know would just like set and forget, right, on a sub account or something. So yeah, that's like Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. If you got any alts, just pop them in chat. I'll go over Hype as well. Hype is looking pretty cooked. Oh, okay, Tau. You said Tau. I'll look at Tau and then I'll cover Hype in a bit. Tau. I remember the last time I looked at this, it wasn't looking too hot. Oh, it's getting pumpy. Okay, let me see. I don't have any TA on it. That's weird. Okay, I thought I did do. Okay, I'll just start from scratch. So, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if the higher time frame levels are even like clean. The volume profile is kind of clean. Well, not really, but like the idea is like above point of control. Maybe you would have been looking for shorts here. I'll just go on the lower time frame. So 4 hour. This has just been a range, really. I mean, scuffed range, but it's still. Yeah, I don't know. I would honestly like love to short this if I could. Around maybe this H4 200 EMA. Like, what would it be if I lined up fibs? Yeah, I mean, 786 is there, right? That would be like, like range highs extreme, right? Also, like, that could be, I would say, let me go here, see if there's like, yeah, I would say this like high here is a supply zone. So if we go back there, it wouldn't look too good. I'd look at a lower high there if I'm honest. So maybe like, I just don't see like why you would like long here. Like a value or a lower made sense here, or like even around here, but I wouldn't be long in here. Um, if you're looking for a scalp short towards those, like that POI, then let me see. I mean, this was a pretty nice M5 sweep, but kind of gone now, isn't it? If it comes back, maybe like you look for a sweep of like, I don't know. This was a pretty clean sweep here. It just kind of swept and then just instant reaction. Maybe like if it comes back to this zone, I would probably open up a cheeky long there, a scalp long. But like it'd be risky because it'd be like kind of mid range at the same time. I mean this retest made more sense, but it's the only clean POI I'm seeing right now in the lower time frame. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be risking. Oh, I think I moved this. This was above here, I think. I wouldn't be risking too much on a setup like this. I probably have wider in VAR. But yeah, I would rather short this than long it, if I'm being honest, because higher time frame it just looks cooked. And I think the team might have rugged or something, right? Or like the devs just left the team. So I think that's why I like nuked initially. Yeah, so we'll see. Like lower time frame, it does look decent though, but higher time frame looks cooked. Okay, Hyperliquid. Holds holding better at the moment. Yeah, like it's because I think we had more like there was so much long liquidity on Bitcoin. So we kind of nuke a bit harder than most holds. Don't you think we're gonna take out that entire liquidity build up below? Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Like we can probably I can't put it out right now, but if you go like on CoinGlass or anything, you can literally see like I think under 75K it's like over like cumulative long leverage is like 1 billion or something like that on like just sub 75K. So could you imagine going below back to like 60s, right? It'd be pretty fucked up. But yeah, I saw like some people like to me right now the structure looks pretty cooked. And so like none of these lows, right, like in theory should stay protected from here. But I mean, if bulls want to, fuck everyone over, and this might be a fake out, and we could eventually go to 83. But if the top is in, then yeah, we're gonna go like way below those lows you've got marked out there. Probably like back to VAL honestly here, like 65, 66. And I don't even know if I would want to long. I would only long on like a good structural shift down here. Like I remember back here when we were here, I was looking at this setup, but I fumbled that so hard. But I was looking to long down here, but I never would have held till like 79. I would have cut way beforehand. So hold on, let me just remove this. So yeah, from here on out, like I think if the top is in, then retraces will be shallow. So I might not get this limit anymore, but if I see like a little small retrace, and it lines up with like the 382. So if I turn on the 382, if I see like any like M5, like a clean M5's like trigger to short, I'll probably take it around 76.3. But my clean short would be up here around this naked point of control. So we'll see. We have monthly view up as well around 73.3K. Yeah, we do. I don't use the monthly view up. Actually, I can turn it on. I've got an indicator that shows me like quarterly. So I do think, yeah, it would be around like around this low here, right? Yeah, I think that could be a nice scalp long potentially. But honestly, I would. It depends. It depends how like grimy and like structurally like we get here, right? Um, this is Spaceman Bitcoin indicator. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I also have the Spaceman. I got the key levels right. Um, but I should use. Does he have a VWAP indicator as well, or is that a part of the? I think yeah. I think you're using a separate indicator, but yeah, it's a good indicator. I'm small on gold. Okay, I'll check gold as well. Gold is looking lower time frame. Why'd you long gold here, Sash? Like, what are you seeing? Um, did we take out this low? Not quite. So those are equal lows. We took out this low though. So yeah, we'll see. Um, for me, gold like on the, I would look for like a long maybe like around this level here. I think I covered this. Yeah, like 44, and then like a short would be like around 5K. I would love that to be honest. That short area there. Yeah, yeah, VWAP suite. Yeah, yeah, that's good. I've got the codified one, which um, I can turn on the monthly now. And then if I go back on Bitcoin, yeah, the monthly VWAP is. I remember using it quite a while ago, but I found like it was just similar to the H4 EMA 200, so I just didn't bother like using it because the levels are very not always, but they were sometimes similar. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've just got too many. I would have too many lines on my chart. I just use the 200 EMAs and the anchored VWAPs as well. I think anchored for me, it's not always, but it's sometimes like more accurate than just having like a set time frame VWAP, right? I think the daily VWAP is very good, and I also like in conjunction use anchored VWAPs as well, which I found are pretty useful sometimes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it sometimes gets like you can get a lot of noise if you have a lot of indicators on the chart. Um, but yeah, what was I? Was covering gold. Um, I just said that about gold. Like I just don't know. I don't really have a clean level to long until like 4.4, right? So could this be like a good scalp long? Yeah. Um, but we'll see. Oh yeah, hyperliquid. Okay, so I'll actually go on the Bybit chart real quick because I have my Bybit chart is less messier. Mirror long type. Okay. Wait. Let me see why. Well, okay. I can see why long. Like we are at demand, 100%. So it makes sense. From like a risk reward perspective as well. Um, but from a structure perspective, we broke structure here on Hyperliquid, and then we kind of rebroke it with this candle here, and then we had like a move up, but that was more like intraday, like internal structure. So I honestly wish I had my eyes on Hype here, because that was a pretty clean short entry, like around here. I would have probably not caught the top, but like around this low here, I would have maybe punted one with like stops above here. That was, I mean, look, this is me analyzing in hindsight, right? So what? There's no really point, but that was a clean short setup, and like a long here makes sense because we could definitely have a bounce. Same on Bitcoin. I want Bitcoin to have a bounce to fill us hopefully. So 100%, I can see why Mura is long and hype here. And also on Bitcoin, we tapped a naked point of control as well, so that we're kind of holding right now across the market, across crypto, because of that. He's 39.3 stop loss. Okay, that's a pretty tight. But that makes sense. It's like a high risk to reward trade. Like if it goes back to tap this imbalance, maybe that's like already a 3R. So yeah. But I don't have the balls to long here. So. But let me see. I want to also see where is the anchored VWAP for this from the low, or from the previous low. Let's see. I had it drawn on before. I just don't. I think I removed it. Okay. Well, wait, we're slightly below it. Hold on. I need to make this bullish. Oh, he's got a 47 target. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. 47, so new highs. That was actually where I was looking to short if we were to get there, but I don't know. Oh, I would have loved $50 to get a short in, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say here. I would have loved that. We can have a Monday range set up if Monday low gets reclaimed. Yeah, that's true as well. But in my hyperliquid thoughts here is like if Bitcoin top is in, it will probably keep trending down. If it's not, then yeah, like this could easily put in a new high for sure. So it kind of just depends. I think after FOMC we'll know which direction the market will change. Sorry, which direction the market will trend towards. If we keep downtrending, then I don't think there'll be like any point in counter trading or trying to counter trend that. So a big tell for me will be like how market reacts the days after FOMC. So yeah, currently not really gonna gamble on any setups apart from like the clean ones that I saw. I'm definitely not touching any more alts. This one I gave a try, but it's just stopped me at break even, and I don't really. This was a good scalp long. Like, I just wasn't looking at it when this happened. But yeah. Till then, we can also chop till we head into FOMC. Yeah, 100%. We usually chop quite a lot on FOMC days, and then usually like the volatility is like it's usually pretty high around the event, or like around after the event. So yeah, I was gonna pull up MMT, but I think it would just lag too much. I'm also gonna cover USD dominance because I don't know if you guys know, but one of like I wouldn't consider myself an ICT trader, but one of the concepts is like SMT divergence. So whenever like an asset makes a higher high, and then like a correlating asset makes like a lower high, it's like this is called a divergence. And whenever this happens, it suggests like usually like a move in the opposite direction will happen, or like a reversal. I don't know why the reasoning is, but for example, on Bitcoin, we had three higher highs, right? but USD Dominance put in three lower highs here. So in theory, this should have made something like this, right? Because this is like reverse Bitcoin, but that didn't happen, right? So you know, it's usually like a reversal model. So like we could definitely see like a pullback from here now that we're at like the H4 200 EMA. But my bias is still that we end up probably an explosive move in May to the downside. So I could be wrong though, I don't know. But yeah, that's like one thing that was interesting that I found. Yeah, SMT. Yeah. Same with like ETH and Solana. Like ETH didn't put in a new high when Bitcoin did, so that was also um, like it just showed how weak alts were. Like when Bitcoin was pushing, there was a lot more bid on Bitcoin than there was on alts. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Um, I just don't. I'm not really a big fan of taking the same setup if we take out these lows, because then that would be like a tap of the HOEMA 200 and obviously a sweep of this, and that would have been my TP1 here as well. So we'll see what happens. Either we tap it and I cancel the setup and reevaluate later, like after FOMC, or we have like a little move upwards that officially fills us, and then yeah, we get a move down. We'll see. But yeah, not much to update other than that. Like across the markets, we are like at a must-hold level, in my opinion, for bulls, because if this isn't a fake out here and we keep trending down, like I'm probably not gonna counter trade and just look for shorts, because then it just kind of looks like a move like that we had. Hold on, I just absolutely glitched my chart. It just kind of looks like a move that we had back here, and that this was a very aggressive downtrend. It really did not give like any clean pullbacks up until like maybe here, but that was just a wick, and then just instantly like just reverse, right? So if this is the type of price action that we're gonna get from now on, then yeah, like I'm just gonna look for short entries at like every 3 at 2 to 0.5 fib, because that's what I lacked doing back here. I was always waiting for entries around like the golden pocket 618. So we'll see if the price action after FOMC is just tapping into 382 every time and then just nuking, then I'm just probably gonna play that, right? Here as well. Here we actually went a bit higher, right? This was a proper 618 tap, but everything else was just it was a brutal downtrend. So we'll see what the price action is after FOMC. I don't know if that's what we'll get. We could just we could get like a deeper retrace into here, right, and then just like have a dead cat bounce, or we could put in a new high. I don't know, but I'll know more once we get like more development here. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think 60K was a low, or